Smurfily Ever After is definitely rather sweet. This is a Smurfs short film from 1985. This is directed by Gerard Baldwin, and we have a brilliant voice cast, including Don Messick, Frank Welker, Paul Winchell, Lucille Bliss, Michael Bell, Danny Goldman, William Callaway, Alan Oppenheimer, Hamilton Camp, June Foray, and Alan Young. And Laconia and Woody are planning on getting married. So the Smurfs are planning the wedding. It's very lovey-dovey, and they're discussing love and marriage and what it means, and certain characters are really taken by the idea of marriage. And it's very sweet, maybe a little sickly sweet, but I certainly don't mind that. However, Gargamel finds out about this, and he's not happy that everybody else is happy, so he decides to do something to ruin the events. And I'll say no more than that, but I thought it was a really nice idea. I think having characters coming together, getting married, that's very, very sweet. And yes, it is a little sickly sweet at times, but personally, when it comes to animations, I do not mind things being sickly sweet at all, but it just means it might not appeal to absolutely everybody, but I thought it was not too bad at all. The role of Gargamel was certainly very good. I enjoyed the character in this one. I enjoyed the colour palette for this. Obviously, we have a lot of blues and a lot of earthy tones, but there are some romantic colours, classically romantic colours in there as well. It's never going to be my favourite Smurfs one. I feel like my favourite Smurfs ones are the ones that are centering around holidays, such as Christmas. I just find those to be maybe a little bit more appealing. But that being said, the narrative worked well. It flowed well. The pacing was good. It never felt too short or like it was dragging or anything. The characters are all really interesting. I'm not that bothered about Laconia and Woody, to be perfectly honest. Granted, they're getting married. It is kind of all about them, but I don't dislike them. Not at all. I just didn't completely love them or anything. But that aside, the characters were the usual Smurfy goodness. The animation, of course, is really appealing as well. So I have no complaints about this. It may not be my favourite Smurfs film, but I really enjoyed it. And if you're a Smurfs fan, and you haven't seen it, then I definitely recommend it. Obviously, if you're not a Smurfs fan, then I'd say it's probably not worth watching. But if it appeals to you, if you like the Smurfs, and you haven't seen Smurfily Ever After, or maybe you can't remember seeing it, I'd say it's worth watching. For me, once was enough, but nevertheless, I did still enjoy it, and I think it's one that's worth checking out.